Hello everybody, Phil Roberts here, international coach and facilitator, and welcome to this YouTube channel. And today I'm going to do a short piece on the ability and practice of reflection. The noblest path to wisdom, according to Confucius. And reflection is simply the way to transform life's experience into insight and learning. And insight and learning is at the heart of any developmental process or journey that we might be on. And it doesn't have to be complicated, so stick around in this video for some really simple steps to build a good reflection practice. To be able to reflect well, we need to be in the right headspace to do it and to have the right attitude. And there are three qualities that are going to be really helpful here. The first one is to be curious about what's happened and what our role is in what's happened. We also want an attitude of detachment so that we can be objective and not get sucked into maybe the drama or the emotion of the situation. And we want to be kind to ourselves as well. We don't want to be self-critical or self-judgmental, or judgmental of other people actually, but this attitude of kindness is going to be really helpful. It's not always easy to take this mindset, particularly if we're adrenalized, if our nervous system is aroused because the situation may have been quite recent. So to get ourselves into the right attitude, a very simple technique is to do some deep breathing. So taking 3 or 4 long deep breaths through the nose into the lower belly with a pause between each breaths will give ourselves the ability to calm our nervous system down so that we can get into the right headspace for reflection. So once we feel ready, we simply follow 3 very simple, straightforward questions. The first question is, well, what did I do well in this situation? It's important to acknowledge what we've been effective at, as well as to be honest about what we could have been more effective at. And it's unlikely in anything that happens that everything was a total success or a total failure. So being able to isolate what we've done well is important for learning. And we build upon that with the second question, which is, if I could have my time over again, what would I do differently? And here we're trying to be really specific and remembering the attitude of being kind to ourselves and curious and detached. So for example, it could be something like, I wish I'd given more space to the other person to talk. I wish I'd listened more. It could be, I wish I'd been more assertive. For example, it could be in a group situation, I wish I hadn't shut down the group discussion quite so quickly because there were some perspectives that could have come out if I'd allowed the dialogue to go on just for a little bit longer. So being honest with yourself, but also detached, kind and objective and curious is going to help you to flush these things out. And the third question, kind of a catch-all question, well, what have I learned from this reflection? And it may be, for example, that you choose to write these things down in a journal. So many people I know have a daily reflection practice. There's a repetition involved. And this does 2 things for us. As well as being able to learn and take insight from the experience of the day, we're also building the muscles we have that help us to reflect, the metaphorical muscles. Our capacity and ability to reflect will increase with practice. And what this means is that at some point, we no longer need to wait until the end of the day to reflect. We find ourselves being able to reflect in the moment. And this enables us to change course and adjust our approach if we can see that the situation that we're in isn't going the way that we hoped it would. So very, very simple, very practical and straightforward. Best of luck with your practice. Love to hear what you think in the comments section below, and thank you for watching.